Hi folks, welcome back to Shadow Empire. We're on round number 10, and I mean, I want to tell you, look, considering we're on round 10, I'm doing really well, and I've got loads and loads of assets going up. Sorry, I've got loads of assets up already by this point of the game. I mean, you know, to have this amount of industrial output, let me just go to items and you'll see. Where are we? Industrial points. We're making 181 industrial points a turn at round 10, which is unheard of. I've never ever had a game like this. Now I don't play on these kind of maps usually because I really like Sewer class, but I don't like to overdo them because I think, you know, there's more to the game than this. However, I do when I do play them, I really enjoy it, and this is a perfect example. I'm having a great time with this. What I'm going to do is these guys need to replenish, so let's get those guys on the path to on the road to recovery. But I might do that now. Let's just replace these troops. There we go, look. And we've got a machine gunner to do too. Okay. Okay, so we're starting to, these borders are starting to be redrawn. I want to take, just before I get too much further, I'm gonna push these guys into being, you know, into being out of supply. I need them to, they're gonna have to go commando for a bit because I want this. I need to cut Cael off from taking that. I can't let him have that. That's just too valuable. I don't want him to have any access to this at all. By the way, it seems a bit mean. You know, like when you're playing with someone, you know, I want to win, right? And he understands this. I'm not trying to, you know, ruin his game. I want to win. So yeah, I don't want him to have access to this. And there might be some squabbles over this eventually, I expect. And I think when he figures my plan to go and take this and cut him off from this, you know, he's going to definitely not be happy about that. Because I absolutely guarantee you, yeah, that he's not going to see that this is going to be, you know, he wants to get out this way, but he's going to want to move up here, I think. And I think he's going to realise that this is... I'm going to keep him to the Southlands. He's got to stay there. Okay, I'm going to try not to talk too much, you know, like, because I'm well aware that these episodes have actually been quite long, and they don't necessarily need to be that long, I don't think so. Let's see what we can do about shortening the length of these episodes just a touch. Okay, I need to carry on cutting him off this way. I don't want him to have these mountains here. I really, you know, I'm desperate for Cael not to have them. I don't think that's going to help. I don't think that road's going to help. Right. So we don't have a lot of industrial points. We need to be careful because we are putting up this asset here. It's this recycling centre. We're not getting much in the way of, you know, we're not having many industrial points each turn at the moment because I've been building other stuff, unfortunately. So let's start moving these guys back down. I'm going to get those. I just want to take that ruin. Ruins are always worth taking, I'd say. I don't want to move too far up here yet. These guys probably will retreat. I think they're farmers. That said, let's try and, yeah, let's get this free folk village. The more free folk villages I get at the start of the game, the better. Because we'll get more people into High Peak. And yeah, we're doing all right. We're doing okay. Let's see what our... First, we want to check money. 21 credits and negative cash flow. That's not too bad. Also... I said I wasn't going to make the episode too long. I think the way I'm going to do that is by just not sort of ruminating on things so much. I think I'm just going to go through and just check some of the stuff that we haven't looked at for a while. So let me go to the history first. See, Cael took that stuff down at the bottom. Got attack there actually. That's interesting. I didn't notice that. Yeah, it looks like these are trying to cut me off here. So before I forget, let me kind of deal with that. I don't want them on that road. Definitely not. So let's just get these up this way. Yeah, I don't think that they might be able to go this way, but not all the way around me. So 2nd Infantry Battalion. I think we're going to get these guys. Look, I want to go this way. I've got to go this way. I also need to go this way. I do wonder if it might be an idea for me to send the 1st up this way. Sorry, the 3rd up this way. Now, the 3rd has reasonably a fairly competent OHQ commander. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to get these guys up this way. I'm going to move them. just going to march them up this way, and they're gonna eventually take this over. I need to get this zone, and I want to get that. If I can get that before my opponents, we are doing good. We are doing good. I think with that said, I'm going to send these up this way. And what? Okay, so the plan here is we're going to try to push out this direction. However, I'm going to keep them close enough to up here, just in case I do need to readjust them, or I need, if I start, like, if Firebird Legion decide to start attacking me, because it's possible that Cael might, he might attack me here. He's actually put a troop. He's not supposed to be putting troops here. I want to know what he's doing there. Yeah, he's getting a bit close. This guy's dick serious. He's really. Why is he not happy with me? Oh no, it's going up. The relation is going up, but we need to increase that. Let's put these guys on defense so that we've actually got. So if we could get attacked, we're going to be a little bit easier for us to deal with. 1, 2. I'm missing a troop. I'm missing a brigade. Hold on. We got 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, there it is. Okay. All right. I think I need to raise another. See if I can raise a independent brigade here. Machine gun battalion. Got enough for a regiment. Get a battalion up. I'm going to have to do this. This is going to stall my. I'm afraid it's going to stall my expansion. Sadly. However, I can't. If he attacks me, I'm in big trouble. Now, by the way, these machine gunners are bad. They're really, really not very good. They've got low hit points, but they're better than nothing. And he's going to have to attack into the mountains, and we're on defense, and he's going to have to attack into a GR Cataphract. And I think he's going to struggle to hit that. I wonder what he's doing. He wasn't supposed to be doing this. And now I don't know if it might be that he's run out of movement points here, because what he was worried about was getting danger. He's not going to get danger from this, by the way. You do get danger if your own zones are next to like hostile terrain. But you'll notice that I didn't get any danger at all from that. Did you? Look, I didn't get any danger from having this, so he shouldn't either. I don't think that. I think the danger is. I think it's more in your. I don't think it works with private assets. Yeah, I need to talk to. I need to talk to him about that, because I don't like him having this. The whole point of me doing this was I did not want him on my doorstep, and I think that I think I might need to talk to him about this, because like he was originally willing to give this up, and he was I think that I was kind of bargaining quite hard. I was like, look, here's how it is. I'm going to take this. There's nothing you can do about it. I didn't say that, but I kind of implied that. I was like, look, it's this or I attack you. So this is the deal. And he was kind of like, well, I don't like that, but okay. There's nothing I can do about it. I don't really want to fight you now. He's perfectly capable of fighting me, I think. I just don't think he can win. And I could win. But the problem is, I've learned this in multiplayer games before, where I was playing against Omar from Explorminate as part of a multiplayer game, and I attacked Omar really early on, and then we fought for like maybe about 2 decades of game time. That must have been about 24 turns, and we had to call it. We had to actually stop in the end, because I'd got close to one of his zones, and he was starting to push me back, and it was really hampering my expansion in the rest of the game. So we were just like, look, let's just form a border here. We did kind of a similar thing. So I think that, early wars you've got to be able to win them fast. And I think I could win this. Like, I've got APCs out now. I'll show you, look. We got into the VidCon. I gained technology fascination from Mind. We've got Heavy Wheeler. This is our APC model. We've discovered artillery, and we've researched automatic rifle. Admin level's gone up. We've got a bunch of cards. Look, we're doing really well, okay? This is we're doing really, really well. This is early game stuff. So, bureaucratic points wise, sorry, I want to go to reports. But we're making a lot of bureaucratic points already. I'm going to be able to run another. I don't know if you noticed, but I've gotten so many bureaucratic points in. I'm getting, these models are coming out straight away. I can have another council. Now, I think what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to play a fate point already. I'm going to play a stratagem card to get a fate point already. And I'm going to, because I need to be able to get another, where are we? Sure, we had 50 political points card. We not? Am I just being dead dumb? I could have sworn I just saw that. No, it's the I am being dead dumb. It's just the 1,000 credits. Okay, I can't do that. I need 28 political points, I think it is, for another council. So I'm going to have to save up. That means can't really spend any political points this turn. Policy decision. Private assets reach 12 levels should be easy. Victory points 7.7 should be easy because I'm going to go and attack that thing. Increasing heart will be good. Increasing commerce is kind of good. Also, how far are we into commerce now? I ask you. Well, we are about to get opportunism, which gives you population happiness bonus, which is massive. It's like, again, that's really important. We can get commerce bonus 100. Commerce bonus 100 plus 100%. And then some of these cards, by the way, are pretty decent as well. They're giving the populace and workers isn't great, but unless you got a lot of money. However, getting things like state gifts can be useful. Commercial gifts, yeah, these things are for keeping your leaders happy. But I kind of want to go into this now. I'd like enforcement or government. So I might try to get wealthy friends. Corporations is good as well, you see. If you've got a booming economy, right, things are good for you. Now, how many leaders have we got? We've got 14, so we just need to get one more leader. This would be easy. And I probably don't need to go any higher in commerce. On the other hand, we could go higher in heart. Now, we've actually got mind at the moment. Oh, no, we're not using heart, are we? Victory points. Now, victory points is a little bit more difficult, I'd say. I mean, this is easy, right? I could do this next turn, probably. I might just do this. Because this will go up immediately, pretty much. I could just hire another leader. Secret Service Council. Let's put Alec Alisong in there. That was our plan. He's got covert ops of 71. He's going to be an absolute monster in there. This is a game-winning move, by the way. This is lucky, and I mean, I say game-winning. I mean, this is going to give me a huge advantage. This guy is going to be. It's going to be so easy to get spies in, and it's going to be so difficult for anybody to get spies into my area. Unless they've also got an exceptionally strong spy master. So let's get internal security policy. We want that quite high. I want to be North Korea, and I think that, not in a literal sense, by the way, but I mean, I want to be like a very strong nation state. Nobody gets in, nobody gets out. That's kind of my idea. The active field operations priority, I'm not so bothered about, but spying, internal security, I want high. What do we research next? I think we want padded environment, don't we? So let's get that up. And we've got the option of making a model now. Artillery is always going to be worth it, but however, we've got the option of making better infantry. Now, these that I'm using at the moment. What are these guys? I think they're the Grunt 2 model. Infantry with a carbine and enviro suit. Yeah, they're not good. They're not very good. I think probably what I need to do is get. I mean, I should upgrade them. The thing is, they get more expensive in political points. So I think we should try to take these guys over with what we've got. Carbines and enviro suits are going to take a lot of losses, but this map really isn't going to be a big problem with regards to, you know, the amount of people we've got, I don't think. So let's go for. I'm going to get artillery up first. Now, early game artillery. 60 mil is probably quite useful. But it depends what you want to use it for, okay? I've learned this with Shadow Empire. I don't know. I've seen people say you should always go for the highest one because you get more attacks. Yeah, you do. But it doesn't necessarily mean that that's the most efficient way of playing. Because look at the metal cost and the industrial points on this is quite high, okay? And it's also pretty heavy, so they're difficult to move around. Now, they are very effective. They're very effective, but they chew through ammo like big time, and you get overkill. Okay, so one of the ways that Vic's avoided the concept of overkill in this is by giving bigger calibers more attack rounds, essentially. You know, more fire per round, and that's really cool. I really like that because think about it, right? If you shoot, let's say you shoot a human being with a bullet, with a small bullet, and it's capable of killing them with a small bullet, why shoot them with a bigger one? Okay, you're using more, you know, you're using more resources, more, you know, higher technologies to do the same job. However, with an artillery shell, the bigger shell splits. You know, it's bigger. It's a bigger explosion, kills more stuff. That's why that's what he's doing now. He's modelling that. But you don't always need huge amounts. And artillery, it's not just about indirect fire. They've got utility outside of indirect fire. And sometimes you want, like, having a smaller gun is actually pretty useful because they shoot in the 3 rounds that other units are closing in combat. So the first 3 combat rounds, artillery will shoot, and I think they can hit backline stuff as well. So they don't always need to be big, is what I'm saying. And I think that I tend to make a cheaper gun, and I think it's good to have some cheaper guns because you can get more of them, and it looks like you got loads of guns. Okay, and that's a serious psychological effect. That said, you don't want them to be so weak that they just don't do anything, because then. Like I've used 25mm and 40mm. I think the 25mm are pretty much what the militia are using. You've seen they're just kind of not very effective. So you want a decent gun, right? 60mm is a decent gun. 88mm is also a decent gun, right? 60mm is enough to kill infantry reliably. Like that'll kill infantry very, very reliably. So will 40. But I mean, if you think about the penetration caliber, if something's got, if you've got combat armor, this is going to struggle. Okay, whereas if they're firing against padded armor, this is going to do okay. This is a nice kind of like mix, like midway. So I'm just going to go with the 88mm. I think I've got plenty of industrial points and I've got plenty of but I don't need the big gun yet. I don't need that. It's too much. We'll go for the envirosuit. I don't think we're going to be using a lot of artillery. I don't like using artillery in to when I can just encircle, unless the defense is particularly nasty. But then artillery can be very, very good because you can use it to soften up. Defeat destroying emplacements, entrenchment. Okay, right. I said I wasn't going to ramble too much, so I'm gonna leave it there, guys. Gosh, it's been another 15-minute video. I do apologise. I hope people are enjoying this, by the way. Let me know if you think I'm talking too much. I like to talk about this stuff, and I know like my regular fans like the way I do these things, but I'm aware that I do ramble. Okay, let's get some spies. We're going to get some spies into Phoenix. We'll get them into Firebird Landing first. Look at this. Covert ops skill roll 1d100 plus 91. Critical success. We're just like, this guy is so good. We're going to get so many spies in here that I'm going to be sending Cael messages like going, I noticed that 3 hexes out from Firebird. You've got 3 battalions. It's going to freak him out. Like I just think there's with these multiplayer games, man, there's so much opportunity for like psychologically messing with your opponent. It's great. And you'll see why it is that I don't always win these games because I think I play too hard and people just people start start taking it. They start being like, okay, Ben's playing to win, I'm gonna have to defeat him fast. Alright guys, I'll do a last idiot check off camera and I will catch you next time. See you later.